Hello everyone in the EDAP 690 class, the class that Mayor built. This is your weekly preview for our class for Monday, February 26th. I first want to start off by thanking everyone for your hard work in creating our Mayor ebook. I don't think I've told you all this, but as you comment on each other's voice threads, I actually see those comments. They come back to me in an email. So if you're wondering, how does Steve know if I've commented or not? That's how I know. The work so far is outstanding, and I think what we'll be doing Monday night is we will start our graduation ceremonies. For those of you who are in the great beyond, I need you to email me or text me at 457-2937 and give me either the name of your school, if you work in Jefferson County Public Schools, or if you're outside of JCPS, if you'll just send me the address for your school, and I will send to you your mayor's graduation gift. If you want to show up Monday night and you're normally in the great beyond, we'd love to have you there. But if you'll just let me know where to send it, I'll be glad to get it out to you. So we're going to, as sort of a wrap, but also as a nod to the final, we're going to be looking at, in the module, a folder called Multimedia Examples. And what we'll be doing here is we'll be looking at some examples that are in here that are done as PowerPoints. A lot of them are, but some of these are also just examples of multimedia. A lot of these will look familiar to you. I think sometimes when I look at these, I think Mayor already had an influence on somebody when these got made. And the reason why we're doing that is if you go back over here into our modules, our last module, that is your final, what it basically is going to do is I'm going to ask you to take any multimedia example that you may have. It could be something you use in your classroom. In other words, if you're teaching and you've got PowerPoints that are a part of the text that you use in your classroom, feel free to use it. If you are doing something in your classroom that you've made, feel free to use that. What we're going to be doing is we're looking at this grid right here that's in the hat. It's also in live text. And as you can see, it essentially just lists all the principles. What we're going to ask you to do is take a look at one of the multimedia examples. We'll do one together. And we're going to go down through it and say, do we see the coherence principle? How do we see it? Signaling, how do we see it? Redundancy, spatial, temporal, segmenting. All of these pieces that make up Mayor's principles. And then over here, what we would do in your final is you basically would tell me how the coherence principle is in the presentation or it is not in the presentation. And then, of course, up here, you'll either upload the PowerPoint that you were looking at or the link to the multimedia that you were looking at. Very straightforward. I think that's where we will start and finish for Monday night. Is on Monday night we will be graduating from Mayor, and we will be taking a look at a preview of how our final will work by looking at some multimedia examples that we have here in Module 2. As always, look forward to seeing you, hearing from you. Remember, if you're outside a JCPS school, you need to text me your school address or email it to me, either way. If you're in a JCPS school, text me, but just send me the name of your school, and I can put everything into the pony to you. Alrighty, see you on Monday.